What's up, everyone? ODC, it's me here, and be sure to check out BigBoyCollectibles.com for all your action figure needs, whether it's DC Collectibles, Star Wars The Black Series, Marvel Legends, or G.I. Joe. BigBoyCollectibles.com will have it. Yo, Joe!
What's up, everyone? ODC, it's me here, and today's review, we're going to take a look at the SideShow Collectibles exclusive 1/6 scale Darth Maul action figure. Now, this is the Naboo Duel scene. Sorry if I said that weird. The Naboo Duel scene. There we go. That's a lot better. But I'm just glad to have him finally. This is a SideShow exclusive action figure, and he does include a plethora of accessories here. It's mostly your typical 1/6 scale action figure accessories. The one thing that I really wish that this did include was his robe. Packaging looks pretty good. Sorry, I know there's a lot of let me just switch my lighting around. This is a slip, kind of just an open up cover, and it does have two magnets on the side, which keeps it closed. And you open it up, it's just got the Darth Maul. Whoa, my lighting. Whoa. Darth Maul cover art, inside cover art, and then the window display right there in case you want to keep them in on card. To me, owning a 1/6 scale figure and keeping it mint on card is kind of pointless to me. So I took them out of package. There's the front cover art. Here's the rear cover art. It does have a crease going down for some reason on mine, which kind of pisses me off a little bit. But that's pretty much the packaging. And then inside you have, you know, a couple clamshells holding all the accessories together. But bringing Maul back in here. He looks great. I think, now, there was a previous version of Darth Maul, and I think it was kind of like his ultimate look, and I believe it was produced by SideShow Collectibles before, but his head looked kind of weird, if you know what I mean. If you've seen that figure before, it did come with the robe, it came with his double-bladed lightsaber, it came with a bunch of hands, the blades and everything. Anyway, moving on to the accessories. The first accessory we have is the battle damaged lightsaber that was turned into a single blade lightsaber by Obi-Wan Kenobi. As you can see, it's actually a little bit black right here from being hit with another lightsaber, cut in half, I should say. The blade can come out if you want it to. And just taking a look at the buttons and everything, I think it looks pretty good. And here's the blade itself. It's not as light red as it's coming off on camera right now. It's coming off a little bit light, but it's actually not. It's actually a kind of a darker translucent red, which is good. And you can see right through it, to be honest with you. So that's good. So there is the lightsaber. It comes with 8 hands total, 4 different sets. You have kind of your open hand gesture right here. You do have like almost like a force using hand here, almost like a Jedi mind trick hand. You have your gripping hand right here. And then you have 2 fist hands. And the sculpt for the gloves looks really good. They did a really good job with the paint on the gloves, the texturing. And then you have another force-using hand for the right hand. And you have a open grip hand for the left. And then you have his other 2 blades. So 3 blades total. Oops, pardon me. 3 blades total that you get. And he also comes with his adjustable display base. Would have liked if it said, I had a little plaque that maybe said Darth Maul or Naboo Duel scene right here or something. It's just kind of your standard plain plastic stand, which, I mean, isn't the worst thing in the world, but, I mean, if you're paying over $200 for this guy, like I did, you want something a little bit extra to make the figure seem really, really special. I know Hot Toys goes the extra mile and does that. I just don't understand. I mean, if you're paying the same for SideShow's figure and you're buying it off of their website, that you would think, and this is an exclusive figure, so you can only get it from SideshowCollectibles.com, that they would include something a little bit extra with the display base. Just to, I mean, even a Sith logo on there printed on would have been something a little bit nicer than just a black plastic display base. So, I don't know. But here's what the display base looks like. And it does come in different pieces, and you can adjust this to wherever you want it, and it just kind of sits on his crotch right there so he doesn't go anywhere. And I do actually have to say that the pegs on these, now that's the one big gripe that I've had with Sideshow Collectibles figures in the past, is the fact that their pegs are sometimes too short or too shallow for the holes, but on him they're actually pretty good. I don't have any issues like I did with the Punisher action figure, which I actually have to review, sorry. But all of his hands fit in nice, so they're nice and snug. They're not just about to fall off like the Punisher figure, but it does look good. All the hands, I mean, any hand you want to give them, it doesn't feel like they're about to fall out in any second. Now, just attaching the blades to the double-bladed lightsaber. And then there you go. There you have Darth Maul with his double-bladed lightsaber ready to go into battle. I know this isn't like the best pose. It's like the lamest pose ever, but I'm just trying to give you guys an idea of what it looks like. Taking a look at the hilt itself, it looks really good. They did a really good job with the paint shading, with the black paint shading and the detail going throughout the double-bladed lightsaber. All the red buttons are where they're supposed to be. Looks pretty accurate as far as I can see. And yeah. Now, there is a little, it almost looks like a button right here, but it's not a button. It's so you can store his double-bladed lightsaber right on the side of his belt. But it does clip in when you push it down. There you go. Kind of have to wait for it to feel that little bit of a clip for it to really stay in there. Now, I mean, now it's not going anywhere. It's not going to go anywhere. But he looks great with it in there or in his hand. I feel like if he would have this hilted to his side, it would be with his robe on. And he didn't come with a robe, which is really what I think took away from this figure being a 10 out of 10 for me. But I love like I said, I love the soft goods. The soft goods? My God. I love the soft goods. It looks really nice. They got the puffy shirt right. Jerry Seinfeld would be proud right now. And the belt looks really good. I'm pretty happy with how the belt turned out. It does get a little saggy, but you can just kind of pop it right back up. And then it sits right where it's supposed to, right in the center, like so. I kind of wish they would have sewn that into this belt, so it's kind of like there's two pieces right there, just so you know. So actually, I'll use this as a pointer, so I'm not having my big fat finger sticking in your face. But this actual piece right here and these cloth pieces up in the front are actually kind of like a see-through piece with a but they do have a wire going through it, which is really nice. This way you can articulate the soft goods any way you want. We do have plastic right here on the arms for the gloves on both sides. This is like a leathery type material, maybe like a pleather. And then underneath here you have his head. He only comes with one head, and they matched the skin tones nicely. I don't think I'm going to be taking any of his clothes off, to be honest with you. I don't think that's necessary. I'm going to check and see if he has a wire in the back. No, he doesn't have any wires in the back here. As far as I know. No, there's no wires back here. So, there you go with that bit of information. Focusing on the head, to be honest with you, I really think that this head looks fantastic. I still think that to date, there have been a lot of figures in general about that have been released with Darth Maul because he's a very popular character. And Darth Maul being one of my favorites. He and Luke are my two favorite all-time Star Wars characters, but this face sculpt, they friggin' nailed the shit out of this face sculpt. I love it. It looks absolutely fantastic. I know there was the MediaCom release of Darth Maul, and that was seen as the best head sculpt for Darth Maul as far as 1/6 scale figures go, but I think this beats it hands down. I think they got the paint right, the sculpt right, even the shape of his head correct. The horns look great. I mean, they did a really good job with the sculpt, and not only the sculpt, but the paint shading going throughout each horn. Looks really, really well done. The eyes look good. He doesn't look cross-eyed. He doesn't have a googly eye. It's not weird. I don't know. It's just, he looks friggin' scary. And I think they did a really good job capturing Ray Park's look too. Panning away from the head, as I'll give you one last look at the head, just kind of soak it in there. And now taking a look at his boots, they're pretty much just a like a hard plastic. He can't. This is the other drawback that I don't think Hot Toys does it a lot. Although I don't own any Hot Toys figures, but I have seen reviews on them where they usually have a softer material, so you can use their ankle articulation. I know a lot of these SideShow figures don't. Some of them don't even have ankle articulation; just kind of peg into the boot. I'm not sure if he does with this. I'll have to pop the boot off, but I don't really want to do that right now. But the boot looks really good. I think it's probably the most accurate boot that we've got for Darth Maul, to be honest with you. I love the sculpt on here. The buckles look really good. All the little designs on here look really nice. The flaps going over look good. The texturing on here looks cool. But yeah, everything on this figure is pretty solid, except for the fact that he doesn't come with a cape. That's the biggest problem for me, at least. As far as our Darth Maul here's articulation does go, he is pretty much got a ball peg at the head, and he does have a deep neck that's attached to the head, just to point that out, in case anyone was wondering if the head is on a separate joint. It's not. It's just you can swivel it, you can pivot it side to side. He can look up a little bit. It looks down. His arms go up about that far. Down. They do rotate forward and they rotate back. It does have a double jointed elbow here. And he does have a swivel at the wrist, as well as a hinge going in and out and up and down, depending on which way you rotate the wrist there. He also does have a bicep swivel. And, sorry, I'm kind of... he does have a diaphragm joint right here where it does rotate and does pivot side to side, so you can swivel and pivot, and it does go back, does crunch forward. The legs do go out, but be careful not to split the seams or anything like that in the pants or anything like that, but they do go out in the splits. He does have the upper thigh swivel, a double jointed knee, a swivel at the foot, and that's pretty much it as far as Darth Maul's articulation goes. And now he's pissed. He's like, "You just made me do a workout. This is not time for yoga." All right, so in closing, I would definitely give this a 2 thumbs up. And if you have the money, I know this guy runs over $200. So I think he's still available on SideshowCollectibles.com. So, I mean, I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that, but I'm just letting you guys know, trying to be informative as best to my ability. But I know he does run around $200 or over that. And but to me, if you want a definitive 1/6 scale Darth Maul, I think this beats the Mediacom that came out years ago, and it beats the previous Sideshow Collectibles one that came with the robe. And I'm really happy with this figure. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you for watching. As always, hit that subscribe button if you want to. If not, that's cool too. And I'll see you guys on the flip side.